Good morning, YouTube. It's been like 2.5 weeks. I have so much to update y'all on. I'm sitting here letting Venus poop and potty because I'm about to head to the gym. And then after the gym, I will update y'all on everything, let y'all know what's going on in my life, child. But before I go, make sure you hit subscribe if you're new, and it's up to my returning family. Hey. Good morning, I'm back from the gym. Woo, look at that. If you ain't sweat, did you work out? If you didn't booty sweat, did you work out? Okay, I got it in. Today I start my new job, y'all. I don't know if you remember, I had got laid off. The recession, oh Lord, so many companies are doing layoffs. Every time I get on LinkedIn, someone's getting laid off. It's really sad, but I'm just grateful I was able to secure another job, and I start today in 30 minutes. So I need to hop in the shower, eat something real quick, and be prepared to sit at that table and on board for my new job, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah.
But then after that, I'm just gonna draft the announcement for you, and it will go out.
Okay, perfect.
And you're already on Slack.
Yes.
Okay, great. I love that. Thank you so much. If there is anything you need, just like send me a message on Slack. I'm a little bit behind on my emails because I was sick. So, but Slack, I'm up to date.
Okay, perfect. Y'all, it's a whole nother day because I forgot to continue vlogging, but I am taking Venus on her morning walk, and so much has taken place over the last couple of weeks. I need to update y'all. So I figured updating y'all on my morning walk with my doggo would be a good idea. And she wants to sniff every freaking tree we pass. Every freaking tree. Can't catch a break. Anyways. So the first thing, if y'all remember, I put up a video about my dad passing. I was very angry, very, very, very angry, but so many good things have taken place. So me and my grandmother made amends. She actually called me, and she saw my YouTube video that I put up. She called me to talk about everything I said in the video. She said it hurt her feelings. I was telling her, you know, there are things that hurt my feelings. It was literally a 2-hour and 33-minute conversation, but at the end of it, all was well. So she told me she was gonna throw a small funeral for my father, and she invited me to come to Mobile, Alabama, and she asked me did I want half of his ashes, and I was like, yes, of course. So it was so abrupt, like literally I had to plan a trip to Alabama like ASAP because it was like that coming weekend. So I quickly bought a plane ticket and flew to Atlanta to go to the funeral with my mom because we drove from Atlanta to Mobile, Alabama. And before I even continue that story, in the process of doing that, I had to quickly find a sitter for my dog. And the two sitters that I typically use were both busy. One was out of town, one mom was in town. So neither one of them were available. So I'm literally like frantically finding a sitter, like literally posted in every WhatsApp group I'm on, every Facebook group, texting people I know. I ended up like interviewing like 3 sitters. And to be honest, none of them were like someone I would choose. But when you're desperate, you gotta choose the best out of the worst. That sounds terrible, but that's the truth. So the girl I ended up choosing, I chose her because she had other dogs, so I figured Venus needs that like attention and play with other dogs. Also, she was taking Venus to the beach, which I thought was nice because I like never take her to the beach because I just think to myself like, bro, that's a lot of cleaning. Like I gotta wash her like every day. I ain't got time for that. So yeah, anyways, I ended up being in the States for 2 weeks. So Venus was with her for 2 weeks, and when I came back, Venus literally had an allergic reaction. I don't know what to. Could be an environment, could be the food she was giving her, could be the other dogs, could be the sand on the beach, because you know you'd be having like sand fleas and shit. Who freaking knows? So I ended up taking her to the vet. She got 2 shots. She took it like a champ. And then they gave me a medicated shampoo. So I've been bathing her twice a week for 3 weeks until it clears, because it hasn't cleared yet. So back to the story at hand. So I go to Alabama. I go to my dad's funeral. It was really nice. It was small, but it was nice. I ended up meeting family I have not seen in 20 years. Aunts, uncles, cousins, you know. It's been 20 years. I haven't talked to them or seen them since I was like 13. So it was a lot of catching up. A lot of, who are you? Oh, you're Emma. Oh, okay, you're, you know, like literally putting faces with names or whatever. And that was really nice. And then after the funeral, the following day, my grandmother and I went to my dad's favorite fishing spot and spread half his ashes. So that was really sweet too. It was just nice connecting with family because I've always felt very lonely since my mom moved us out of Alabama and moved us to Atlanta. We ain't never grew up around family. It's just all I ever had was my mom, me, and my sister. So it was nice to get to know family. Okay. So my grandmother on my mom's side of the family, like I literally was in Alabama until I was like 7. So I remember my childhood growing up in my grandmother's house. I remember all of that. So I asked my mom, could she take me to that neighborhood? I just wanted to like feel it again, like being in my childhood. And when I went there, the neighborhood is not nearly as lively as it was when I was a kid. Like all of the houses are abandoned. It's like a part of Alabama I feel like they're not really paying attention to. But anyways, I went to my grandmother's house and it had burned down and it was abandoned. Nobody in my family is keeping it up. Nobody's doing anything with it. And when I went to the house and I'm walking around the property and the land, I'm like, I got like this feeling that came over me where I was like, bruh, we can't let the white man, sorry, not trying to be rude, take this fucking property from our family. Like somebody need to step up and like restore it. So I started looking into everything about like restoring my grandmother's house. And I don't want to put too much out there because it's not finalized, but I'm definitely in the process of reclaiming that land because that's the family heirloom. So I just can't let the state take it. I just refuse. So more to come on that. I don't want to speak too much on it because we're just beginning, but that just brings me a lot of joy. It's just overall, it's amazing how I was just thinking to myself, I'm going to the States for a funeral. Let me turn towards the sun. There we go. I'm going to the States for a funeral. This dang on dog be trying to tangle me up. I'm going to the States for my dad's funeral. I didn't think much of it, blah, blah, blah. And literally, I got so much closure, reconnected with my family, start the process of something I never even imagined, like my grandmother's house. Like, it's really insane. The journeys life will take you on. You really just have to ride the wave. No matter how planned you have your life can do whatever the hell they want to do and say, actually, I want you to go this way. I know you was trying to go to the left, but we about to go right. You know, and that's what I feel like what's happening in my life right now. And I'm embracing it. I'm taking my time. I'm embracing it. Going with the flow. Oh, okay. Let me tell you. So y'all know that like I had lost my job. Actually lost my job July 1st. Due to the recession, all these companies are doing layoffs. Every time I get on LinkedIn, someone's getting laid off. Somebody's making an open to work post. And I was no different, you know. I actually waited like a month before I made the open to work post because somehow I was kind of embarrassed, you know, like, damn, I got laid off. I was just so hype about getting a job in tech, making 6 figures just to get laid off exactly 6 months later. And I took my time, I waited. I had to process it, to be honest. It hurt a little bit because I was just getting in a financial space of security just to have it like ripped from me. So I just needed a moment to process it, to be honest. And once I processed it that I had no damn job no more, you know, I turned on open to work on LinkedIn, optimized my LinkedIn profile, and I didn't immediately hop on looking for jobs. Okay, I had to sit down because Venus is doing the freaking most. But where was I? Okay, job. Yeah, so I didn't immediately start looking for a job because I was kind of embarrassed. I was kind of shocked. I needed to process it. So the one thing I didn't want to do is frantically look for a job out of disparity for money. Luckily, I did save some money. I knew, okay, I'll be fine for 3 months without a job. So I was like, I don't really want to rush looking for a job. I'm gonna take my time. So to be honest, I only took 1 week. 1 week in August, I woke up every day and applied for a shit ton of jobs. Only ones that interest me, but a shit ton of jobs. And of course, I got a crap ton of rejection letters. But I started getting emails. Recruiters start hitting me up, and I just started taking interviews one by one. And eventually, I got in process with this company that I'm with now. And it took over a month, but I got hired with a really amazing company. The one thing I love is unlimited PTO, 100% remote. They pay for my health care, y'all. I haven't had health care in like years because one, I've always worked bartending jobs that didn't offer it, or two, the job I worked, the plans were too expensive to the point where I couldn't afford it. But this company pays for my health care, and it's great health care, health, vision, and dental. So I'm so excited to have health care and know that if I break my leg tomorrow, I can go to the doctor and get it fixed. So that's really nice. And to top it off, y'all, should I even say this because it's not set in stone yet? But anyways, my boss asked me, can I come to Portugal to meet the team? So I did submit my travel request form. All of the hotels and flight options that I gave them have to be approved. So I'm pretty much just waiting for them to approve any of the options I sent them, because there is like a budget and a maximum. To be honest, none of the flights and hotels I picked meet that budget they gave me, because their budget is trash, like literally so low. I'm like, bro, this is unrealistic. So we'll see what happens with that. Hello. So the last thing I want to share with you all was that my name changed from RavishingBrown to the Lost Millennial, and now I'm Pivot Pixie. So I changed it to Pivot Pixie because no matter how I tried to explain it to people that I'm not lost, they were like, I don't get it. And one thing I don't like being is misunderstood. So my friend was talking to me. He was like, I just feel like you're just such a pivot pixie. And I was like, wait, what? I love that. Can you get my camera? I was like, wait, what? I love that. I was like, that's literally who I am. Like, I'm a pivot pixie. Like, my whole persona is like a pixie. I'm so fly with the wind, whimsical, happy-go-lucky kind of gal. And then the pivot part, like, I am one who's like not afraid to change, not afraid to make a move, not afraid to do something different. And I was like, yo, that's the one. Like, I felt that in my spirit when he called me that. So much so that I literally made a TikTok Pivot Pixie, Instagram Pivot Pixie, my YouTube is now Pivot Pixie. I've LLC'd it, EIN'd it, trademarked it. I am Pivot Pixie to the end of time. For me, that just means like the pivot part is not being afraid to take risks, not being afraid to listen to your intuition when it says go, not thinking too deep about things, really just moving on your own accord. So that's who I am now. I am Pivot Pixie. That will not be changing, okay? Lost Millennial had a 1-month run and now she's done. Period, poo. I'm Pivot Pixie now, okay? I'm Pivot Pixie. Get with it or get lost. And I'm back, bitch. I know it's been 3 weeks, but life had been lifing. Life be lifing. So much stuff was going on. There was so many moving parts. I was pretty much like the tectonic plates, or however you say that, tectonic plates, when they was moving before Earth really like took its place. I don't remember much about science, but I kind of remembered it. Anyways, yeah, so I'm back, bitch. So I'm just like, yes, it's literally, I think it's like past midnight right now, and I'm the only one at City Hall, because this is City Hall. I'm like the only person out here. Me and my dog, we are the only people out here sitting on the ground talking to my camera, which is actually you guys, okay? So I should probably get up and go home. You made it to the end of this video. That's what's up. I know it was kind of random and I did a lot of talking. It wasn't probably the most interesting video, but I just wanted to update y'all on my life real quick. And I will have a new video soon. Peace.